I don't want to look at me. I want to show you this fire back here. Hang on, guys. There we go. Change directions. Come on. Come on. There it is. We got a fire down here on the 91 freeway at just southwest of 14th in the city of Riverside, California. I pulled my gear up here real quick, but I think I'm pretty much gonna. This thing looks pretty small, like they got it under control. I got parking enforcement standing by me, right behind me here. I don't think they're gonna write me a ticket for being here. They got the flashing light on and smiles. Okay, guys. I asked them if I could park over there. Let me get down over this way. Not sure what the parking enforcement is hanging out here for, other than it's fairly close to quitting time. Who do we got in here? Everyone. Rob Weiderman, Sheep Show, Eric the Cop Watch, Edgar the Cop Watcher. You see over there, the 91 is pretty backed up. Starts to clear up right here. And then look back over this way, it's backing up down towards, that's towards Orange County right there. El Roof, I see you. I see you. There's my gear right there. I think as long as that parking enforcement is sitting there, I'm not leaving right there. I hear more sirens on the way. Let's see. Let me get over here. Boy, there's the flames. She is on fire, that hillside. Man, the homeless, around these homeless camps, guys, it's busting out into flames. I'm gonna try to see the comments. I'm standing out here. Here comes another one. Off in the distance. Yeah, that thing is going right there. So let's see. Listening to the scanner today, as far as the homeless and transient situation and so forth. Hi, Sonia G. Sonia G's in here. I miss it. Anyways, naked dude running around in what do they call it? Delirium from who knows what, like a homeless type. He was up there. I mean, I hear these every day. Homeless starting fires, and look at this, man. Look at this brush, you guys. Toss a cigarette in there and see how long it takes for this thing to start burning. Comes more. That's a different station. I can just about bet you these guys right here are from the downtown Riverside station, and those guys are from a station I think is over on the other side of the plaza from me, Central Avenue. The railroad tracks, you see these railroad tracks over here, the ones that go over the freeway, towards the left, and then over there on the right on the far side of the freeway, is another set of railroad tracks. And I'm going to say that this whole thing is kind of surrounded by a pretty good fire break, unless the members get away. But yeah, that has railroad tracks and a railroad track easement on all sides. But man, look how hot that baby is over there. this thing from losing it on the fence. Guys, there's probably some wind noise too, and even with the smoke coming out which direction. I'm gonna get right here, guys. Comes another one down the freeway. Beep, 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 beep. Get out of the way, get out of the way, there's a fire. Move it. Come on. Guy's got a job to do. He wants to get to work. Beep, beep. Here comes one that seems to be going in the wrong direction. Responding to something else. Yeah. Oh, parking enforcement. Parking enforcement out doing a little video today. Cooking. Sorry, guys. Let me run. I'm going to say this thing is just about knocked down. I'm going to go this side. I'll get in one spot over here, guys. Sorry. Let me get one spot. I ain't wanting to walk away from my gear. Those apartments right there, not the best. That's where I covered the dog bite. First thing. We got some looky-loo neighbors coming out. Okay, guys, I'm staying right here until we take off. No, it's from what I understand, it was a brush fire that broke out over right down below the railroad tracks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I listened to it on the scanner a few minutes ago. But I'm going to say, this thing is really surrounded with
Dry brush.
Well, dry brush, but there's also a fire break there from the freeway, the railroad tracks, those railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to have it. They're starting all over the time right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But this heat, it doesn't spread.
Yeah.
Plus, on the 4th, some kids were playing fireworks on there, caught it on fire already.
Yeah. These little fires right here started by homeless people, pretty much. And that's who's starting fires.
I hear that. Jesus, look at that fire truck.
Yeah, they're giving an all-out response early. I'm sure they don't want to let these things get out of control or jump out of that spot right there.
Plus, you got people on the freeway that don't know how to drive. They got a rubberneck, and that's what causes it.
Well, they couldn't get out of the way of these fire trucks a few minutes ago. But see the tree. Look at the trees over there. If a few embers got up into those trees, even as green as they are, or got a little brush going underneath the trees. No. I did not say that. No. I love transients.
I was trying to explain.
Oh, okay. Transients or homeless? Well, they're homeless, and then when they commit a crime, they're transients. So
Yeah.
That's kind of how. You guys live right here? I'm gonna get the scanner going here in the background, see if we can run RFD dispatch channel 1 frequency 460 5750. That's Riverside Fire Department's dispatch. I've about got a dead battery on this scanner. Look at all those trucks, huh? Get them over there. Hey, you know what? While I'm here, rather than hanging around, not all that much to talk about here. I want to thank, I kind of appointed some moderators, and I did it without asking for permission. Just tell me to get bent if I shouldn't have done it. I really appreciate it. When you guys, the moderators out there, I'm not going to mention names because listen, I got an old man memory. I got a 70-year-old memory, and I miss names and I forget people. And there's every single one of you out there reporting to me, taking care of the moderators, especially taking care of these chat rooms and everything. Not that we're out of control. You know we can't do this without you. We can't. What do you think? They got this one about under control? Smoke there? Parking enforcement up there. I want to know if I was with the news or something. Oh yeah, yep.
Riverside Engine 2.
I'm with the news or something. 951 News Now. That's me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hopefully I'm going to stay well for a bit and keep my butt out here. Like I said, my heart is into this. My heart is also into supporting all you guys. Dude, I'm a guy, I'm always there. Man, I'm there. I might be lurking, especially if I'm not feeling good, and I might just be in there, and I might do nothing but hit that like button. But you all know that counts, right? You hit the like button. Hit the like button right now. Hit it. Come on, hit it. I can't listen. I got 8 people watching and 8 likes. Perfect record, 100% score. Yep, you're the real news, says Rob L. Weirman. Yeah, you better believe it. You better believe it. That thing's dying down. I'll show you. One of my first 951 news things, I did a lockdown, campus lockdown. That's in there in the history. But this apartment building is where the dog bite was. I ran up to cover it. I'm not too far from the I got a couple ideas in my mind. Lawless, I spoke to you about it. Man, we need to get down there, downtown. You know where I'm talking about. Those guys harassing the street vendors. Listen, guys. They tried to bully a cart vendor off the sidewalk, and I mean off the sidewalk. And this dude was the manager of the Fox Theater in Riverside, and he was all up in the dude's face about not having a permit or whatever. The poor guy looked scared to death, man. It griped my ass. He looked scared to death. The guy was just a bully. Where's your permit? This is my property. His property is a sidewalk. So I haven't been out in the heat, but I want to get down there and show him just exactly who that sidewalk belongs to. That sidewalk belongs to citizens, the people of Riverside, the taxpayers, and all of us. If you come out here from LA, that sidewalk belongs to you. And guess what? The Fox Theater is owned by the city of Riverside. I paid for that too. I did pay for it. I've been paying taxes in this town for a long, long time. So that building belongs to us, the Fox Theater. And it wouldn't be there. It would not be resurrected. It was a mess, and it was restored. And the whole thing was the city. You know, all these loans and all this crap they do. I mean, it's all good. It's good. They restored a beautiful building in downtown Riverside, and it's actually a historic building. The Gone with the Wind was first played on this screen in 1939 out here in Podunk, Riverside back then. They were afraid that Gone with the Wind was going to be a total flop. So they snuck out here to Riverside, where there was supposed to be a Gary Cooper movie. I'm gonna go ahead and move back up here up on the camera. There's nothing over there to see. It's supposed to be a Gary Cooper movie, and the folks came to see the Gary Cooper movie, and you know, those old theaters, the screen would open up in front of the stage. There might even be an MC come out. Well, the MC came out and he said, "Hey, I got a surprise for y'all. You're not going to see a Gary Cooper movie. You're going to see a Clark Gable movie." Clark Gable, I'm giving some history, folks that are just arriving. Clark Gable was, oh, there's my man. Is that my man Lawless? Did I see him there? Clark Gable was like the Brad Pitt of the day. So the guy came out and he did an announcement. You're not going to see that movie, but we got something special for you. You don't have to stick around. We'll give you a rain check. We're going to close the theater. You're not going to, if you exit the theater, you will not be able to walk back in. We're going to play a movie called Gone with the Wind. And that was a book first. They got a 10-minute standing ovation. Yeah, true story. You want to know another true story? Some of you know I live in a historic home. But I'm blessed. I'm absolutely blessed, guys. I live in a historic home. I told you about Gone with the Wind. Okay. At the during the thing, they asked, like I said, would you all fill out a questionnaire? Because we're not 100% sure on this movie yet. This is might not be the final cut. We realize that it's a really long movie, and we really would like your intake. And they passed out a little form for everyone to fill out. And guess what? The 17-year-old little girl that lived in my second bedroom was there that night. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? I found that by Google searching my address, and I found a book called The Making of Gone with the Wind. And there it was, a photocopy of it in the book. And she signed it, and she filled it out very, very thoughtfully. And, you know, so here I am in the house. That was our extra bedroom at the time. I'm telling you what, guys, I went in there and I sat down my raggedy ass old man, and I was sitting there all giggling like, what must that little girl felt like on that night? Because it was a big deal. Imagine she wanted her girlfriend for that crank up phone that was on the wall, but I'm pretty sure parents wouldn't allow you back then. Who knows if she'd gone down there by herself, right? Well, teenage girls they had to be chaperoned back in those days. What do you think, guys? I think this thing is, look at there. Even the spectators are leaving. I'm the only spectator left here. Yeah, they got this thing lined up. I think I'm gonna get out of here, get me something to drink, get on back home. Hey, Lawless, if you're still in here, give me a holler if you're evening. Lawless. No, just brush fire, Lawless. Just a brush fire. It started. It's a little downhill. My phone keeps wanting to autofocus on this fence. Let me try to. Yeah, there he is, spraying a little water on the remnants. Never did get to that tree, but there's I mentioned it a little bit earlier. The railroad tracks are on the other side of the freeway, and then here's the freeway, and you can see a split, and then these railroad tracks right there, all those are the ones that the train was going by when I was at the dog bite. Go into that forms kind of a V shape down there, and it's all pretty well contained down in there. I think there's another firehouse up on top. Yeah, they're just cleaning this thing up. It is the season. It's the season. Let me show you something here before I wind up, man. Look at that dry ass brush down there. Bad everywhere. Man, if you tossed a cigarette in here. Most of these fires are started by homeless guys. They got these camps down here because they're down in here, right? They're where they want to hide. Look at them tumbleweeds. That's a tinder box. And of course, the freeway's going to be backed up for several hours. You're coming from Orange County, headed towards San Marino, or maybe off the Moreno Valley. You're gonna be late. You're gonna be late getting home. That's nothing new, huh? Okay, gang. I'm gonna get out of here. And tell you what, appreciate every one of you. Appreciate you putting up with the old man out here, kind of stammering sometimes and fumbling with the gear. But, I ain't giving up. I mentioned, I don't want to make a big deal, but I got health issues, but I ain't giving up. I'm gonna keep my ass going. Somehow. Ain't no good to be totally lying around. Anyways, enough of that. Enough of me. Love y'all. Check in, you know I'll be there. I am out. Yes, I'm sure I want to stop streaming. Okay.